Salam Sejahtera. I'm CHON. I'm the investigator in charge of the Malaysian IKO Annex 13 Safety Investigation Team for MH370. The investigation team is obliged to make an interim statement publicly available on each anniversary of the occurrence, detailing the progress of the investigation and any safety issues raised. This interim statement has been prepared under Chapter 6, Paragraph 6 of IKO Annex 13 to provide information on the progress of the investigation on Malaysian Airlines MH370, a Boeing 777-200ER aircraft registered 9M MRO. The Beijing-bound international scheduled passenger flight with a total of 239 persons, 227 passengers and 12 crew on board departed KL International Airport at 16:42 Universal Coordinated Time UTC on 7 March 2014 or 0042 Malaysian time on 8 March 2014. Less than 14 minutes after takeoff, air traffic controllers lost radar contact with the aircraft after passing waypoint Igari. As a contracting state of IKO, and in accordance with Chapter 5, Paragraph 5.3 of Annex 13 to the Convention on International Civil Aviation on Aircraft Accident and Incident Investigation, Malaysia, as the state of registry, is responsible for investigating the circumstances of accidents and of serious incidents. The Minister of Transport Malaysia established an independent safety investigation team under Regulation 126(1) of the Malaysian Civil Aviation Regulations 1996, known as the Malaysian IKO Annex 13 Safety Investigation Team for MH370, to conduct the investigation into the disappearance of flight MH370. The 19-member investigation team, headed by a chief inspector or investigator in charge, consists of 3 committees, namely Operations, Airworthiness, and Medical Human Factors, each headed by a chairman. Also participating in the team are accredited representatives from 7 international air accident and incident investigation organizations, namely ATSB of Australia, AIB of United Kingdom, AIB of Singapore, BA of France, CAAC of China, NTSB of the United States of America, and NTSC of Indonesia. The sole objective of the investigation of an accident or incident shall be prevention of future accidents or incidents. It is not the purpose of this activity to apportion blame or liability as stated in paragraph 3.1 of the Annex 13. This interim statement is issued on progress of investigation up to 7 March 2015 and is based on the factual information gathered in accordance with sections 1.1 to 1.19 in appendix of Annex 13. Details of the factual information is available on the Ministry of Transport website www.mot.gov.my. The investigation team had since gathered factual information on MH370 9M MRO which included, among others, the following. Number 1, recorded air traffic controller radio and radar tape recordings and make transcripts of radio telephony communications between aircraft and air traffic controllers, and between air traffic controllers of ATC centers, for example, Ho Chi Minh and Singapore, and between air traffic controllers and mass operations center at KLIA. Number 2, took custody and review aircraft maintenance records, including maintenance check packages, technical logs, airworthiness directives, modifications and repairs, mandatory occurrence reports, weight and balance reports, maintenance schedule, airworthiness certification, and related documents. Number 3, carry out simulator sessions to reconstruct the aircraft flight profile and system operation. Number 4, interview more than 120 persons from the Department of Civil Aviation, MAS, next of kin of crew, refiller, flight caterer, aircraft cleaners, cargo operators and loaders, freight forwarders, suppliers, and consignees. Number 5, visited cargo operators, freight forwarders, and consignees of lithium-ion batteries and mangosteen fruit in Subang, Penang, and Muar, and overseas in Beijing and Tianjin in China for data collection and interviews. And number 6, visited Kuala Lumpur Air Traffic Control Center Subang and Air Traffic Services Office KLIA, AirNav Indonesia Medan, Southern Region Air Traffic Services Company Ho Chi Minh City, DCA Bangkok, and Civil Aviation Authority of Singapore for data collection and interviews. In this regard, the investigation team emphasizes that the factual information that has been gathered to date and published on the Ministry of Transport website is of an interim nature. And new information that may become available may alter this information before the publication of the final report. The investigation team clarifies that the factual information gathered contains facts which have been determined up to the current date only, and that this information is made available at this time solely to inform the aviation industry and the public of the general circumstances of the accident of MH370 and must necessarily be regarded as tentative and subject to alteration or correction if additional evidence becomes available. The investigation team is now conducting analysis of the factual information and is considering the following areas. Number 1, airworthiness and maintenance and aircraft systems. Number 2, ATC operations from 1719 to 2232 UTC on 7 March 2014 or 0119 to 0632 Malaysian time on 8 March 2014. Number 3, cargo consignment. Number 4, crew profile. Number 5, diversion from far flight plan route. Number 6, organizational and management information of DCA and MAS. And number 7, satellite communications, SATCOM. Along with these activities, the investigation team has also prepared standard operating procedures and checklists for investigation in accordance with document 9756 in preparation for the recovery of the aircraft once it is located by the search team. In the months ahead, the investigation team will need to analyze to draw conclusions and safety recommendations based on the factual information that have been gathered. In addition to the analysis and the conclusion phase of the investigation, steps taken will also include further validation of the factual information on emergence of new evidence. The investigation team expects that further factual information will be available from the wreckage and flight recorders if the aircraft is found. Progress on the investigation will be made available on the Ministry of Transport website www.mot.gov.my. If you have further queries on the factual information, please contact us by email at MH370 safetyinvestigation@mot.gov.my. The investigation team will endeavor to respond to your emails as soon as practicable. Thank you very much.